right, greetings and salutations, my fellow Illumineers. It is me, your boy JDZ, and I'm back at you again with another stream. But this time, I'm not alone. In the building with me today, I have none other than Meyer Madness, and the madness is spreading as we're going to bring you guys some coverage of the 2K GTA Invitational Finals. Myers, are you ready to do this, big dog? How you feeling?
Man, I'm ready to rock and roll. Almost. I just realized I forgot my hat, but we'll
Oh,
fix that in a second.
yeah, you got
But
it.
as far as today, I'm ready to rock and roll. This has been planned for 2 weeks now, and I can't wait. The snow stopped us, but the cold never bothered us
There you
anyways,
go.
and
There
we're
you
gonna
go.
rock and roll.
I like
So
that. I like that. A little add in. I like that. I like that. I think it's gonna be great, man. For some reason, the GTA area, the Greater Toronto area, the Metro Toronto area, they have some phenomenal players out there who have a lot of accolades, who've done a lot of incredible things in Lorcana in this first year of competitive play, and they're back at it again, ready to get loose, ready to get active. See who's going to take home this $2,000. I believe that's 2,000 Canadian dollars. So I mean, it's still quite a sum. We are in Canada, and again, huge shout out to Enter the Battlefield for putting this event on, and all the players for making it to this point and being ready to get trying to see who can take home the coveted title and runs that region. So what are you looking forward to see? We're saying goodbye to set 6, man. Who do you think is going to take it? What deck you think's the best? I already kind of know your answer. What are you looking forward to see in this tournament?
as far as this tournament goes, I love seeing me some Steel Song. Now, if we're gonna be a little bit honest, though, we know that Red Blue is a force to be reckoned with for Steel Song.
Mm-hmm.
But we know it works. We look at some great players like Sean from who qualified for Worlds. He found a way to beat Red Blue and get that qualification. But if we're being real, if we're being honest, Red Blue is just a monster, and it takes a special kind of deck to be able to navigate and beat that Red Blue player. And so it's just going to be interesting. We see the fairness of Purple Steel that can really come in and shine through. We saw Melissa do really well against Red Blue multiple times at the SSG 5K event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there. The opportunities are there. But what about you? Do you think do you think we're going to see any blue steel
I
today?
would,
I
I would,
know, that's your baby.
I would love to see some blue steel. I honestly, anything outside of red blue, I think is going to be a net victory for us all, dude. I'm kidding. That's my own internal bias, because I know going into this next set, there's going to be a tremendous amount of red blue being deployed, being played. I think it's going to be a huge feature of our metagame going forward into the next calendar, the next set. So maybe we see a little bit of less red blue today. I think that might be the way to go. But I believe the event should be starting soon. We have about 10 minutes, so go ahead and get your seats early, get your popcorn ready. Let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. If you're out here, let's share. We're dual casting, we're triple casting actually. We have a stream going out on YouTube at Myers Madness. We have a stream going out on Twitch here at JDZQuest, and we also have a stream going out on TikTok on Enter the Battlefield official TikTok account. So go ahead and find whatever platform suits you best. I would encourage you to open them all, and share them all with everyone, so we could just continue to grow this thing and get as many people notified that we're out here trying to get loose with some Disney Lorcana. We're still out here playing. No big deal. Questing for Lore is here. Yo, what is up? What is up? Questing for Lore. We got a tournament happening. It should be starting here very soon. With me, I have Myers. And I'm JDZQuest, and this is Enter the Battlefield. Okay, 2K tournament. That's a lot of schmeckles on the line for first place.
Yep.
Del
Now,
Bolito trying to go back to back. He's playing today, I believe.
yeah, and I believe when the last time he won, I think it was a 5K. Well, I'm not sure. I know that I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I know there was a really big 5K. It was the biggest event in Canada. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it was the same store that hosted it, though. So maybe I'm just speaking out my behind, and we'll move on from that. Moving on.
no, no, it's
But
okay. It's okay. 5K, 2K. Honestly, the money is a byproduct. The money
it
is
is.
just a byproduct. It's just an also ran. No one cares about the money. It's about the prestige. It's about the title. It's about ownership of the entire Toronto metropolitan area. which is, as I stated before, it's a hotbed. There are a lot of phenomenal players who come in from Toronto. A lot of nationally accredited players play in that region. A lot of people went to the national tournament from that region. Pandemonium Heart is there, so it's Dale's there, Habibi is there. There's a lot of great players there, man. So I think it's going to be a great event, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. So let's lock in, let's engage. I got my ear open, and whenever this bad boy is ready to start, we'll go ahead and get it underway. We'll get some names up there, we'll find out who's playing, and then we will be ready to go. Let me put my Discord up though, so I can see it to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing any action. It seems I don't see any movement at the tables either. I do have my eyes on the table, and I can see it. And then whenever a player comes in there, steps into the dojo, we'll switch over there and be ready to go. All right, and we're going to bring you guys this action coast to coast all day long. Okay, this is going to be a nonstop festival. So make sure you guys share this stream if you can. It looks like some players. I see some movement. It looks like some players are getting ready. All right, we have some players. We have some names. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So it looks like we have Ryan Paul versus Diego Saz going to be starting us off in round number 1. So get your popcorn ready. Let's get this game on. Let's lock in. Oh, this is not the right scene. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, producer. Holy, I just fumbled the bag at the very beginning. Oh my goodness. Why is that called number 2? Here we go. Here we go. And let's update the names, and then we can get this thing ready to go. All right, let's see. I'm running the production too. We're getting this thing. We're underway, dude. This is a full spectrum operation. Okay, we're all the way in. We're all the way live, as we have Ryan. We have Saz Red. And we have Ryan Paul Ryan. Look at that. I don't know if it's last name, first name, last name, but I'm just going to send it like this. And we in there.
We'll make it work.
We're just going to send it live. We'll do it live. I mean, it's going to get better. Oh, yeah. I promise you, it will get better as the production continues on. But we have it, and we're here. And we're having a good time with it. So let's get loose. Let's get fast and loose. And let's get locked in, because we have some high combat quality action coming your guys' way as Disney Lorcana. Diego Saz? Is it Saz Diego? Yo, thank you so much for the follow. I might have to turn my notification bells off for a little while. I do appreciate the follows, but at if we're let's go in all day, it might throw people off. I remember the confetti incident. I do. I still
the fireworks.
The fireworks.
Oh man,
yeah. I will never forget the firework situation, man. That was a good time. All right, so I see some hands moving down there. Oh, let me move this. This got messed up too. So let's fix this now. It looks like something got adjusted. No big deal. We can do this. We can do this live. Boom. I see some hands moving. I see some players shuffling. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the last of set 6. I think we milked set 6 for everything that it had, and I'm kind of done with it a little bit, but it's a good way to go out on top. I think this is one of the last major set 6 events that we have, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, it's set 6 was great. This was the first time that I got to do like a tournament from the very beginning of set 6, the case event at Safari Zone, and then I did quite a few. I think I did 4 set champs, and then we've got this at the end of set 6. So yeah, this was a full set for me. So it's pretty exciting to get to stay active the entire time, even without DLCs. So
100, yeah, for sure. And we did the L's. That's where we met. We did the LCCC together at the very very beginning of set 6.
Yeah.
And now we get to keep it going, and now we're ending it together. I thought that was very poetic. I would say it's nice. It's nice. Yes, little conclusion.
I agree.
Nice little conclusion.
I agree. And then we may have some more. Pavel may be doing some more action for us.
Okay.
Soon. So that's pretty exciting. We're looking forward to hearing that. And then we've got the ICLs going on. Is that the right acronym?
ICL.
ICL.
It's ICL.
So it's just the content's everywhere. Like if
Mm-hmm.
people are willing to look for it, there is some top tier gameplay going on everywhere, and it's so different from when I first started playing Lorcana, where I started right after Pixelborn went down, so there was no content to watch whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we have ICL, we have LCCC, we have these 2K events, we have the SSG events. Like I feel like every weekend we're blessed with more content to watch, but even the amount of streamers we have streaming Lorcana now
Mm-hmm.
it's any time of the day now. It's awesome. It is so great to see.
I 1000% agree. I think we're blessed. I think we're fortunate. I think that and it's only the beginning. I think the more that this game continues to grow, the more people will continue
Hmm.
to find it, the more content will continue to come out. I think it's going to be a blessing. Oh, so it looks like we got some names flipped. Okay, I got some bad information. Let's go ahead and flip it back. Let's get it right. So it looks like we have Ryan Paul is going to be at the bottom and Saz Red is going to be at the top. So I'll fix those graphics really quick. Thank you guys for that. Keep me honest. I'm doing the production as well as the commentary. So we'll get that sorted. It looks like I guess I could just move those, right? I guess I could just move this up here. Move this down here. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Unless you give me some fake news and I'll be upset. It looks like we got the mulligans are completed. The ultra fade is completed. And maybe I can get some game sounds coming in here too for you guys to increase the product. As this stream goes along, we're going to continue to build on what we have. So just let me know. This is a interactive thing. So if you guys see something that you want to see changed, let me know. We might be able to help you out there. As
If you see something, say something.
there you go.
Anyways.
There you go. There you go. There you
uh,
go. It looks like Ryan Paul is going to be on the play going first, thinking about what they want to do. Oh, they have not altered yet, so it looks like we're going to alter two here.
all right. Now I know somebody popped in the Discord and said they had deck lists, so I'm looking forward to seeing those later. I think we just got to ask nicely, and
Yeah.
they'll put them in there. But
Once we get it going, we can figure out what colors they're playing. We can figure out
mm,
what decks they're on, some of their techs, and really increase the broadcast a little bit. But this is round number one. Okay, by the end,
oh yeah,
when it's coming to a screeching halt at the very end, then
yeah,
we'll have it solved. Then we'll have it all figured
yeah.
out.
I'm sure by the middle of finals we'll have it all figured out, 100%.
It's gonna start slow. It's gonna start slow at first. Slow to start.
Exactly. So it's pacing, just like a race, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to save it. So
And
and we
no, it looks as if I was incorrect. It looks like Saz will be going first, starting off inking some amethyst, playing some amethyst. Looks like we got Ink Diablo play Diablo,
mm-hmm.
followed by a little bit of thinking here. I love that finger tap. I love the
Yeah.
mat. It's a little hand show for you guys.
It feels like some Pokemon action right now where they get their first play ready while they wait for the other person to go. Like he's like, I know I'm gonna ink this. Oh, that's what he wanted to play.
Okay.
Interesting way to go about that. So, so we got two purple decks. That's all we know so far. I can't tell what he inked though.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It
but I'm
looks
assuming.
like it was Elsa the Fifth Spirit,
Gotcha. Okay. Oh,
and we're
purple steel.
inking the fast flyer. We do have a little bit of glare, but that is going to be the Smee, the
Mm-hmm.
bumbling mate next to Diablo. Let's see if we quest is Diablo, or are you just going to kind of chill with it? And you will elect to chill, and it looks like you're just going to keep both of those characters ready as you pass it back on over. Dang. So maybe it's a purple steel mirror. That'd be interesting to start it off. We were just
Yeah, it would be.
before the broadcast started, we were talking about purple steel, how strong it's going to be in set 7, but it seems like it's still very strong in set 6 as well. So I think that'd be a pretty solid pick to take to this event. It has a lot of good matchups.
It does. It really does. And the nice thing about it too is we kind of know the version that um I think it's Diego's running at this point where he played a Tinkerbell. So we're gonna see the Tinkerbell shift most likely. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
purple steel mirror. There we go.
Look at that.
So let-
Look at that.
let's
Look at
see if
that.
he decides to. Oh, he's waiting for the lore counter.
Okay.
All right. And most, yeah, okay.
No,
Does opt to sack it. So
okay. A little quest to pop. going up to 1,
Mm-hmm.
leaving that Calhoun up. So now Calhoun's going to be able to check down the Diablo indefinitely until that is removed. As we'll go ahead and ink a Smee, play another fast flyer. As Tinkerbell is going to hit the board, Smee's going to quest for 2. Calhoun isn't going to be worried about, or is not going to worry about the Calhoun. Just go ahead and send it in for 2. All right, man.
And that's a rather, that's a great play because worst case scenario, he challenges with the Calhoun. Oh, fire the
Look at
cannons.
that.
There we go.
So
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 there.
not saving the fire to cannons for that fast flyer. Maybe you got some answers to this evasive threat that is now on the board. That's what that is. It's a little bit of glare. Maybe as the stream goes along, we can I can't control where the cameras are and where the lighting is, but we're gonna work through it. We're gonna make it happen. Okay. This
Oh yeah.
it's a ghost rare. As you'll also deploy a Smee and pass it back on over to Saz, who has the fast flyer. That's what that is. That glared out card.
Hmm. And we're seeing the genie.
Yep.
Yep, there's the genie. So this is a pretty nasty start right now because I'm like this is not where he wants to be right now. We're seeing 2 evasives. Your Calhoun's not going to do a whole lot for you here.
Right, and it's a pretty heavy questing, guys. Too, they're all questing for 2,
Hmm.
which is quite incredible. And you're kind of winning that race. If you can continue to slam these evasive guys, Calhoun can't really do much. You got the Diablo standing there, maybe as a final bounce guy or quest bounce. Diablo could be a vibe a little bit later, as we will exert the Smee. Man, this is I'm liking Saz's spot here. Dang. I like this position a little bit. What do you think of Tinkerbell Fast Flyer? I haven't seen that card be played. We saw it very early on in set 6, and then it
Hmm.
kind of dumped out of favor, and now it seems like it is back and better than ever in this
Yeah,
game round 1.
and you're getting to see what it does best. It's an evasive character, and it constantly threatens the possibility of Big Tink, which
Mm-hmm.
is another really just nasty card to get down. But right now, you really see why the Tinkerbell can be so great because now you're questing for 4 both each turn, and there's nothing your opponent can do about it. I
Mm-hmm.
remember I took blue steel to locals, just kind of messing around, no Zeus or anything. And my first opponent, he went like Tinkerbell Fast Flyer into double Genie and just won, and I didn't get to do anything. But we
Yeah.
see a Zeus come down.
And we go ahead and elect a Zeus the GOAT, which is interesting. Maybe trying to break up some of those bounce lines instead of hitting that Calhoun to free up this Diablo to quest. But getting that GOAT off the board, I think, is a high priority, as now you're going to continue
Mhm.
to be able to quest freely with your evasive characters. And this game can get out of this can spiral. This could be a spiraling situation right here. This can
No, it
spiral.
really can. Like I don't like you got that rabbit down, and so we now know that this is, well, it's the most likely not running Docs because normally if they run Tinkerbell, they normally run the Doc
Mm-hmm.
Zeus package. And it seems like that we're running a more aggro version. So I'd assume that we'll probably see a Doc at some point in Ryan's version. So it's unless he really needs to find a strength or something so he can start taking out these evasive characters. But or Genie and Crab would also do the trick,
Mm-hmm.
but
But it might
running
take.
out of time. Lots of 1 drops.
Yeah, it looks like you're just trying to set up for a race, but you're already kind of behind the 8 ball, as you will just go ahead and send this Calhoun in for a quest. No, you won't. You'll check that, and you got some more characters on the board. I think you might be a little late in the game to try to set up this race option, but it's still something that you could do and maybe set yourself up for some outs off the top to clear these evasive characters and keep going. As you will just go ahead and exert this Calhoun. Crab here is just
Mhm.
the ultimate mega super Kamehameha punish right here. If you got
Oh
it
yeah.
and you know it's coming, they never don't have it. Okay, but it's Genie, so
Oh, another Genie. Oh, even worse than a Crab.
yeah,
Goodness. Oh goodness. Oh,
yeah.
that is rough,
That's
man.
here it is though. So now you have another evasive character. So you are absolutely dominating the Genie wars, as you got double Genie and you had another evasive card that you just put into the inkwell. So you will
Hmm.
continue to slam the Chernobog, and you can quest for 2. And then and you are going to quest the rabbit and the Diablo. You're like,
Yep.
okay, it's
He,
time to
yep.
run. I like this.
Oh yeah, because next turn he quests for 6.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so right now you can just kind of He can kind of go. He can quest for 6 with just the evasives, which is
Mm-hmm.
just wild.
And yeah,
Uh,
so you'll probably
and that just go ahead.
no, you get. I'm sorry.
I was gonna
There's
say
a
it.
slightest of lag between our between our voices. That's good.
I was just gonna say that it just goes when you look at these cards, like he had how many uninkables with Zeus and genies and rabbits, but when your uninkables are drawing you cards, like and like it's not a bad place to be in. You just got to get to 4 ink, and
Mm-hmm.
you're sailing, you're chilling.
That is a
So,
very very great point. Like I wonder how close he was to disaster. Like that could have just been moments
mhm.
away from absolute, just uninkable. Can't play the game, but it worked out. He hit the curve very well, and now he's got a very very promising, very threatening position. As Calhoun is thinking on challenging, I guess you got to start clearing this board no matter what. So you have
Mhm.
to clear as much as you can. I think the option of racing has you've lost that unless you got a series of songs and you don't have that much ink to work with. Yeah, I think this one just might be cooked, as we will take down the rabbit, gain a little bit of lore, give up another card. Position still cooked. You might have to take out the Diablo as well. No, you're going to quest here. Okay, so maybe they know something that we don't know. I think this might, maybe you can save it.
14, 17, 18. He's got lethal on board right now. So there's the strength he really needed. So he can take out. Now he has to decide: do I take out Genie or do I take out the Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Because yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to take out the threat. So shifting would just be pretty. Oh, and to fire the cannons, very nice.
Oh, sorry about that, viewers at home. That my alert is still on and something happened. I do apologize. We'll try to get that resolved so that doesn't keep happening throughout the remainder of the stream. But
Yeah,
whatever
it
happened,
sucks, doesn't it?
whatever happened that triggered that alert. Thank you for doing whatever that was. I can't quite see it. I thought I turned him off. My bad. My bad.
Welcome to my life.
my my bad. It was
Oh.
quick. It wasn't it was good though. And we will continue to quest heavy, and we'll go up to 16, leaving
Mhm.
that Diablo there. So still no crab punish as of yet, as we will send 2, 4. We'll bring out Smee. Ooh, devastating Smee, and another
And a
devastating Calhoun. So
Calhoun.
this could be GG's represented on board. Play first, go fast, win fast, get out of there. I think that
Mhm.
is the frequency for most of the time. As you're gonna think about it, you'll do a little ponderance one more time before you probably just collect it up and go ahead and prepare yourself for
Yeah.
game number 2. And we'll do that, as it looks like Ryan Paul is just going to go down here and start thinking about game
Mm.
2. I think there's really and that's one of those games in this mirror that there's not much you could have done. I mean, let's be real.
No.
Let's just
Yep.
be real. That's a part of the game. You just didn't get the cards you needed to clear those evasive threats, but now you know what you're
Mhm.
up against, and you can take your alter phase a little bit into more consideration and maybe have some better options there. But that was brutal. Okay, that was brutal.
Yeah. It was, it was just that many evasives,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Zeus to top it off was really great for him as well. To still get to 12 though, I mean he still didn't have lethal on board, even if Diego hadn't gotten to 20 that turn,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that was 100% controlled by Diego,
Right.
and we'll see what Ryan does now, where he will be on the play. So.
Yeah, this set 6 purple steel deck, it typically does need to engage in combat in the board. It has
Mhm.
Calhouns, it has the foxes, crabs, all that stuff. So if you just can't touch anybody and they're just questing freely, and you don't have the answers, you're just going to lose. And that is just
Yeah.
how the game is played. So we know how it is. If you play this game more than once, you know exactly what the hell happens sometimes. And that is just indicative of what can go down. But we'll accept it and we'll move on. We'll hope. Here's the hoping.
What
And
more could you do,
yeah,
right?
one more,
So,
one more. I mean, I guess you could play more Zeuses, dude. There you go. Steel Song would have no problem dealing with that with all
yeah,
those Zeuses. And
yeah, exactly.
you got
That was a great steel song field.
just Zeus and strength, all that stuff, and you'll be G to G. You'll be good to go.
Mhm.
There you go. That's
Mhm.
totally fine. All right, all right. So it looks like we are going to be gearing up. Got some shuffling in. Got some mulligans going. Make sure you guys are, as I stated before at the beginning of the stream, if let your friends know that we're out here doing this. This is a nice set 6 send off. I know everyone is locked in and laser focused on set 7, which is cool. But let them know that we're out here finishing off set 6. We also have a broadcast going on to YouTube at Myers Madness on YouTube. So guys, make sure you get over there and support that too. Have both tabs open. Have all 3 tabs open. There's a TikTok stream as well. So find them all, support them all, and just get the algorithm base boosted so we can let people know that we're out here having some great tournaments for set 6 send off as we're getting our alter phase in. Mm. So if you're Ryan this time, what are you looking for? How are you trying to get out? How are you trying to not let what just happened happen again?
Oh, I don't know because you know that he's running Tinkerbell, so that has to be answered because you don't want to deal with Tinkerbell shift. But at the same time, it's like I think you're looking for that curve, the ability to sing strength on Tinkerbell and just to take that out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't know if Diego goes that route looking for Tinkerbell because Tinkerbell, it's a great card, but at the same time, it's a great card, but it's easily answered by strength or Genie.
Mm-hmm.
Tinkerbell is great, but at the same time, you'd almost rather leave it as an evasive instead of
Right.
getting the shift out. So I think you're just looking for a good line of going 1, 2, 3, or even 1, 2, and then on turn 3 going 2 and 1 because he runs Zeus. So getting out, if you're spending turn 3 only playing one character, it's very easy to just play Zeus on that one character.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just looking for a curve and Calhoun on 2 always feels really good. Smee on 2 feels really good. So I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think, I mean, I agree with what you said. I would like to see some like a heavy spam of ones, maybe even bypass a turn 2 for a double 1 cost, and then turn 3, maybe you can set up some kind of crab trap with Diablo. I think that's always a heavy tempo play that's hard to come back from some of the time. I would like to see that, see if that can pop off. But you never know. So go for, if he goes for a on one, and then you go for 2, and then put 2 1s on 2, and then 3 crab trade, and then vibe. That could be enough to run away with it, but you'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll stay tuned as the hand taps are coming back in. It looks like Ryan is contemplating what to do. That first ink is always the deepest, dude. Mm.
It is. It is. So it's one of the I always give myself a lot of crap because if I look at my stats, my win percentage is better on the draw than it is on the play.
That is odd.
And it tells me that I'm probably not aggressive enough on the play, but
Mm-hmm.
I just do better with more resources. So my resource management isn't the best either. So, but Steel Song's also pretty good on the draw. So there's
Okay.
that as well.
Okay. Oh,
But
yeah, that's very odd. As he bring out the broom to check down the Chernobog, and I think we're
yep,
gonna not crack it. We're just gonna pass here. I like that tenacity.
yep.
Take a little 1 for 1. I think that's pretty chill. Let's see if Saz takes the bait and elects to go into it. Never mind. We'll just snake it up. My bad. As Snake now is going to be represented on the field with 3-3. Look at that. Look what we had to do for a 3-3 back in the day, dude. Look at what we had to do. Look at this, dude. All that for a 3-3 on 2. Now they just give us 3-3
Yep.
on 1, dude. They need to chill, okay?
Oh yeah.
They need to
Yeah, those
chill.
blue steel guys, man. Ooh, double one drop. That feels pretty
He
good.
did. So there it is. So he did go triple 1 drop. So now you really have to think about questing the snake because you could lose it to that crab. That always feels bad
Hmm.
too as you're going into turn number 3. So maybe you'll go ahead and put that turnabout back in. Man, yeah, all that we had to do freaking all this and that to get a freaking 3-3 on 2. Now they just give us a 3-3 on 1. Hate to see it, and it's a 3 cost too.
Hmm. Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, they even purple does have the Raja now. We see a Pete that
Mm-hmm.
feels pretty good. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop crab, um, but yeah, no, purple did get Raja, which I believe is a 2 cost 3/3. Unfortunately, though, it does have vanish, so
Yeah.
it does get popped by, well, any action. So, ooh, a Pete back.
Pete versus Pete. I think Pete in this matchup is mainly going to be. Well, you do play. We did see some Zeus's and we did see some actions, but
Mhm.
maybe Pete is mainly going to be for those. Just for the stat line at 3-3 is quite impressive. Cracking only one broom, leaving yourself the option to go more later if you need be. Maybe you felt your hand was good enough. As we'll go ahead and send that turnabout follows to the Inkwell. We got a 4-cost play. It's going to be Rabbit, the card you want to see coming down on 4. If it's not going to be Genie, let's send me the
Mhm.
Rabbit in this matchup.
And that does actually, the rabbit's interesting because the rabbit, that's the first rabbit we've seen, so that means he's not on dock. So I
Mm,
wonder if he does run Zeus, and I'd imagine if you're running rabbit, you do. So that changes things a little bit because that was knowledge that Diego did not have in game one.
mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. We'll see what comes of that rabbit now, and if we do see a Zeus come down next turn.
Unless
Because
he's
that's a lot of tempo. So
unless he's a mad lad and he's got the Zeus and the rabbit, or he got the rabbit and the dock in the same deck, which would be that'd be a little unhinged. But you got to be crazy sometimes.
yeah.
You got to dare to be different
Oh yeah.
to gain to
Oh
gain
yeah.
to gain
Oh
your
yeah.
competitive edge sometimes. So who knows? As we're going to think here, those two cards are going to be Pete and the Magic Broom. Again, apologies for the glare. I'll talk to the production team and see if we can get maybe a slight movement on the angle or maybe a dimming of the light to get that glare off. As Genie, Wish Fulfilled is going to be brought to the field as well. So another evasive character while popping the broom, drawing 2. So more evasive. Maybe you got an answer in your hand. You got to have at least one answer to the Genie in hand right now.
There's the strength. And I'd imagine he does take out the Pete. All right. That that is interesting taking out the Pete. Because again, if he does run Zeus, has an easy
Yeah,
answer for the Genie now. Whereas Pete couldn't, I mean, it would have required strength, but strength right now couldn't have taken out the Genie. So,
absolutely.
oop,
And here
are
it
we about to
is.
see it?
And we saw it
There it
immediately,
is.
just like he
Yep.
struck it
Yep.
up. I think that might have
Hmm.
been a slight blunder there coming in from Saz's point of the field. And every purple steel guide I've read, and I've read them all, they all say if you see a rabbit, you got to take it out. Rabbit, he
Yep.
needs to go on site because when they start bouncing rabbits, that's just way too much resource, and
Hmm.
it's too problematic to deal with. But I think taking that rabbit there would have been a much stronger play in my opinion, just because that 4 cost and also the ability to draw cards. So you just got to clear it, and I think that's
Yep.
something that Saz is going to have to think about if this game doesn't work out the way that they want to.
Yep. Now, kudos to the production team. They fixed the lighting really quickly. So shout out to them. But yeah, this is an interesting place. And now with that rabbit alive, like that's one thing. You either take out the rabbit or you, as the purple player, you protect the rabbit at all costs.
Hmm.
And rabbit and dock, is that a
That
dock?
is a doc. We talked about he's a mad lad. He's doing it. He's
Oh
doing it. I
man.
love it. And he's
And
out there.
whatever's left in his hand, he didn't activate Doc's trigger. So I wonder if he has another Doc in hand or whatever it is just so good that he's like, no, I need this one card more than two.
It's got to be a doc. It's a 100% another doc.
It has to be. So,
Yo,
oh man, Doc and rabbits. There we go. How about that?
let's go.
All right,
Let's
are we about
go.
to see a fox?
And
Yep, there we go.
and we will send the broom back to hand, and we will go ahead and take out the rabbit this time.
Mm,
So rabbit does go down. You will get a draw. So if that is another doc, if that's third doc, that'll be quite hilarious. But I think you still can play with 2 docs if you felt so inclined. As we will go and jam that broom back in, follow with another Diablo, and this game looks great. This is a good position, very
it does.
contested, very back and forth. These are my favorite types of Lorcana matches to observe. As it looks like
Mm,
we have 3 cards in hand now, so let's see if we're going to see a big chain into a dock. That could be a backbreaker here. If we
all
go, if we go
right.
1 cost, 1 cost, 1 cost dock,
Mm-hmm.
keep the ball rolling. I think that those plays are the plays I like to see the lowest amount. I think.
Yeah, yeah, and because he's at 5 ink, and that is a world of possibilities with purple steel. He can do so much if he starts chaining docks now. Ooh, the Elsa,
Oh, okay.
very nice. And then will he go dock into Fox?
He
Yep,
does. Okay, and
there.
and a nice strong quest with the Smee. I love the animation on the quest there. Very good.
Yes, yes,
It's a
very good flick.
I love that. I might have to incorporate that into my game, as it looks like it looks like. Let's see. I think we just passed there.
Yes. I can't tell if it froze.
Did it freeze? Is the camera frozen? Production.
I think it
Let's get.
or they're being very still all of a sudden.
All right.
So,
So we'll check into production, see if we can get the camera to unthaw. In the meantime, in between time, let's there he is. Oh yeah,
oh,
they were just
they
not
were
moving.
just
they
they
were,
were just chilling.
they
I
were-
remember I was watching one of the DLCs. Oh, Zeus comes down to take the Elsa. So, but they for probably 60 seconds, no one moved, and in the chat we all thought it was frozen, but they were just thinking, and it was incredible.
like, that was I was like, whoa. Because I'm always gonna be and anxious when we're doing some type of production. It's always
Mhm.
like, is it working? Oh man, they just literally just think time. Yo, I see the chat rolling in. We got Wonderland out in the
Ooh.
chat. Yo, what is up, Luke? What is up, Arcus? What is up, Umi? What is up, Alvarado? Quest for Love. Yo, we out here. And we got Gantu. Though, this is a spice factory over here. Gantu is on the board.
Yes, he
That
is,
is
and he
insane.
just used that Zeus on Elsa. You gotta be a little sad now, but because that Gantu is gonna quest, and right now he can't even take out Gantu unless he has a crab in hand, which,
Ooh.
like we said before, they always do. But we'll see.
He's
So,
probably getting that for the way way that turn went. I think if you were going to take out the Gantu, you'd have done it already. But
mhm.
he's getting that for sure. And if you incorporate some bounce here, is it crazy? Is it insano mode to bounce this Gantu and redeploy him again if you have the ink to do so, and just go for another 4 again, or is that too down tempo?
uh, I don't know. I mean, because he already used the Zeus, and if
Uh
he
oh,
had
it's
something
happening.
else, he
It's
would
happening.
have.
It's
Ooh,
happening. Oh,
there's the doc. Oh
it's
man.
happening.
Oh
The
man.
dockening has happened. Oh, and it happened more. Oh
Oh,
my
oh no.
goodness. The dockening has
Oh,
happened. Oh my goodness, dude. Let's go. Let's go. You go ahead and send that 4 in there. And
mm-hmm.
we'll crack the SME as well. That's a huge 6 lore turn. And now you
Oh
have
yeah.
a ton of power on board still. Dang.
Mm-hmm. Ton of power. And then the fact that those Diablos, like, it doesn't even feel good to remove your opponent's Diablos because now they just draw more
Mm-hmm.
ways to punish you. It just feels so bad. So, and then now at least he can Calhoun into the Genie unless he drew a song. So that feels good for Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it
And
looks like he does have.
what I believe he's saying a song there as Calhoun will
Yes.
trade. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll just quest for the 1, and let's see if we got some more cards coming in, and it appears as if we do not. We'll just pass back on over to Ryan. Excuse me. And
Oh,
we got the
nice
Rose as
Rose.
well, so this is
Oh,
looking,
and another Diablo.
and we're questing hard here, and this game looks like it might just be as over as the game 1 was. So both
Mm-hmm.
players on the play, coming out early, swinging hard. You're just trying to grab some cards here, see if you can find another answer. You're gonna need a series of. You gotta have. I don't know what cards you would have. Maybe Tinkerbell would. Tinkerbell plus Zeus, I think, would be okay, but that feels miserable. I would assume.
Drawing 3 cards. Yeah, that feels pretty bad.
But at least would help, as you're going to continue
Mhm.
to go for it. It looks like you have the Fox who can rush, and I believe this one is just gonna be kind of cooked here. So you're just kind of
Yeah.
going through the motions here, just seeing what you
Yeah.
can before getting a couple cards before scooping it up, going to the all important game number 3. So we are going to game 3 to start this thing off, and this is high
Pretty
profile
exciting.
already. Pretty excited. This match is
Yeah.
great. Both players on the draw doing what they need to do. So now it's going to be up to one player to break this parity and get the first dub of the day on the play, and that is just tough. It's tough in this matchup. I don't know how the purple steel matchup usually goes, but Rabbit and Doc in the same deck. I guess that's not that bad. It worked out pretty good that time.
Yeah, no, it did. And like I said, I that was surprising. That's not something I expected to see, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's not something that Diego expected to see either. So just hey, that's that's what it's all about. When you hit someone with some off meta stuff, something different, all of a sudden it changes everything.
Is it Diego,
And
or is it Saz? Is Saz red Diego?
maybe I'm So I've had to do a little bit of changing up on my side. Oh, it's Saz Red and Ryan Paul. There
Ryan
we
Paul.
go.
Yes.
Yep,
My
I've
bad.
had to do some changing up on my side due to some issues.
Okay.
So, but so the name I didn't have the names up anymore. I'm having to use the Discord for
Uh
my stream. So,
okay. Oh, because
unfortunately, there was.
it was like a delay or a lag or
Yep.
something. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, we still got it though.
No,
We still
no.
got it. We still
Oh
got it.
yeah, we're figuring it out. We're
Okay.
figuring it out.
Okay.
We're chilling. So the only problem is I haven't figured out a way for them to get to see your beautiful face yet.
No,
So
it's totally
I'm
fine.
working on that in the background.
All right, it's totally okay. No
Hey
worries.
guys, his name is Diego Saz.
His name is Diego Sass. Okay. So, someone, oh, Diego, I got Diego red up there. Oh, because he's in the red corner. Got it. I don't know why I did that. So it's just Saz. It's Diego Saz. Got it. Got it. Thanks, production. Production, hold it down. So I can fix mine. I'm jacked up. I'm fired. Okay, Wonderly, I'm out of here. Where's the bow tie? This is more of a top down situation. No bow tie today. I couldn't find it. That's the truth. If I'm being completely honest, that's the actual truth of the matter. And we have. Let's see if I can get. Let me fix this. Diego says, I can't believe, why'd I do that? My bad. Let's see. Bottom. Let's go. Diego. There it is. Again, this is round number 1. Expect there to be issues in the first round. All right.
Yes.
That's it.
We're figuring it out.
We'll build it as we fly.
Figuring it out.
We're going to keep cooking, though. We're not going to give up. Okay. Let's see.
Now, how about those playmats though? I find those very attractive. You got the Canadian maple leaf down there, right? That's a maple leaf, I think.
That is
So
a maple leaf, and it looks like a coat of
there we
arms
go.
there.
Yeah, a coat of arms. We got, we got what looks like Gandalf's staff, a nice sword there. Maybe I don't know if it's all Lord of the Rings or if they're just grabbed a sword and a wand, a staff, but it's a good looking playmat. I like it a lot.
I like it.
So
I think
kudos.
the winner gets one too. I believe that's part of the prize.
Ooh.
I believe. If not, we're gonna just throw production under the bus and make them give some of their property away. No big deal. Yeah, that's for sure. Can confirm. Producer's gonna have to give some of their stuff away to the champ. All right.
All right, we're off to the races. Ink to Fox play at Chernobog's. Here we go.
Ain't Fox. That's interesting. I like Fox
No
in this
promises
matchup.
on the playmat.
No promises on the playmat.
There.
All right, so this just in from production. No promises on the playmat. Okay. They're going to give away 2 playmats. That's what it is, to first and second. That's what it is. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. Again, huge shout out to ETB. They do it the best over there in the MTA, in the GTA, I should say, of the Greater Toronto area. So if you guys are there, make sure you guys swing by for your trading card game needs in the ETB. As we'll do a reverse mirror of what happened last time, as you'll play Broom to check the Chernobog instead of Chernobog check the Broom. And now you're holding it down. So Diego did have that one crucial play in that turn against the rabbit. I think if he strengths that rabbit there instead of allowing that Zeus to go through, I think your spot's going to be a little bit stronger. So they might be kicking themselves for that one.
Yeah, and again, it was more knowledge that he has now going into game 3 because again, he didn't see Rabbit or Zeus like in game 1. His turns, his game was so strong that Ryan didn't have time to develop anything. So wow, this is an exact mirror of the last game so far.
It's so funny how that happens sometimes. So let's see if we get a Broom. If we quest Broom. Or no, I think the last play it was double Broom here on 3. I think that's what they did last time. Let's see if we can keep the same momentum going. It looks like we are thinking here as you place a card onto the board. Yeah, if you go ink double Broom, I'm calling the judge, dude. I'm like, okay, you guys need to get out of this time vortex y'all trapped us in. And we'll continue to ponder. Deep think. It's turn 2. Very critical.
Oh yeah. Oh.
As well, ink the Diablo and play the Calhoun,
Okay.
crack the Broom to draw a card. Okay. So now Calhoun can kind of wage war against this snake. I mean, that's not the war you want to wage, but you definitely can take it down if you need to and kind of still control that board.
And there's a lot of information that comes from that play too, because the fact that he inked a Diablo means he probably doesn't have another 1-drop, or he doesn't have a crab in his hand. Because Diablo plus crab is just such a I call them little tactical nukes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because it just blows so many things up, and you get to draw a card. So I'm interested to see what what else he has, because I'm sure if he would have had another one drop, that probably was the route he wanted to go. But at the same time, Calhoun just shuts things down. It slows the game down. It makes your opponent start to play their game a little bit differently now, because you just don't want to give them that free two lore.
Mm.
So,
And sometimes a plus as well. And also, it might
mm,
say something about his hand too, just inkability issues he might be experiencing. We do know this
very
deck is
true.
playing Doc and Rabbit, and that's a lot of
Hmm.
uninkables. I think it also there's a Zeus floating. There's Zeus's in there too, so you
Yes.
could just be bricked just based on some of the
Hmm.
cards you're inking and some of the cards, just the way you're popping and whatnot. So let's see what goes down to an inkwell here. If it's another super high value card, then potentially you could just be bricked up. Hey yo, no
Hmm.
pause, and just trying to survive. You could be in survival mode depending on
Yeah,
what the game, just what you have in your hand.
100%. And that's very true. So it is interesting on what we're gonna see here. We've seen a goat and a fox inked from Diego, which not too worried about the goat, but inking fox does feel bad.
Hmm.
So a Smee.
Yeah.
Interesting. All
So
right.
I think
And
you're just struggling. You just got to get to 4 ink, and you do play another uninkable card,
ooh.
and you do get the Chernobog follows there, and you'll send the Calhoun in as some bait. You're just really, really hoping not to get crabbed here, because just like you said, that
Mm,
little tactical nuke coming in, charging down, and there he is, right on
yep,
time, just like
there
you
he
drew it
is.
up. Oh my goodness, hate to see it.
And that feels bad. Yep.
Hate to see it. I mean, you could have played around that and left that Calhoun readied, but I guess you got to
Hmm.
try to win the game too. And they maybe you wanted to force the crab onto the field. Wonderland DLC
Mm.
champion says, "I don't think I would quest there." Okay, that's coming from DLC champ who plays a lot of purple steel as well. And I would tend to agree there. I would keep those
Hmm.
Calhouns up, ready to check the board, and then get some more value out of them, because that Diablo
Yep.
crab thing was just way, way, way too strong.
Yep. And that's been one of my biggest challenges playing purple, is the amount of patience you need in the
Mhm.
early game to just kind of chill out and let your characters live there. And then especially your one drops, and because of the opportunities they present. So,
Mhm.
and that's unfortunately not lost a little bit of patience there. But we see an inked fox, which does not feel great, but we see a goat. So free lore trades into things, doesn't feel awful. Now he has to decide, do I want to make this trade? Do I want the two lore and make him lose a character? So you
And
might not get another opportunity. So
I mean, you could play around a second crab, or you just now quest this one and go for a second crabbing
mm,
would just be miserable, but that'll stop the draw from Chernobog, I suppose. But or you could just take down the snake, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who is in charge of the board right now. Who is the beatdown? And you got more lore. You have this strong goat, but goat's going to get traded back into as soon as he gets exerted as well. So is it ever
mhm.
just quest Calhoun here now? I don't know.
I I mean, right now, the way I look at it is Diego has a card that can sing strength and has three characters on
Mm-hmm.
board. I think it is very much in Diego's corner right now. Just it's not a great place. So yeah, and that I
Mm,
think that is the move. Just get rid of that extra card, because I mean you're not going to get another opportunity with Calhoun most likely.
okay.
So
Yeah, and I guess just getting two instead of one is always going to be a little bit better. So
hmm.
I think that's a heads up play. But now, like you said, if he just plays another character, it looks like we're going to quest and pop this Chernobog. So maybe
All right.
strength is not something you have to worry about. You still could spam some more characters to the board here, sing strength, pop the goat, and then you're going to be in complete control of the situation. I can't tell how many cards are in hand right now. Checking the stream, make sure the stream is humming along. Let me pull up the thing. Got the bits are coagulating over there, and it's gonna be good to go. As we will go ahead and quest the crab for one. As you bring out that fast flyer again, it's another
Hmm.
evasive threat. So this is kind of indicative of what happened in game number one. As we're staring down just a goat who's alone and unafraid. Goat Zeus.
Zeus. Yep.
So he does have the answer this time.
All right. Yep.
He does have
Doesn't
the
feel
answer.
too bad. So
And it didn't really cost you too much either. You're probably going to lose this
nope.
goat, but that's not the end of the world. and you're able to take out that fast flyer before it can do some serious damage. That was your ones. That was your Zeus though. So maybe now you got Genie that you can play that next turn as you're continuing to
Hmm.
ponder. I don't.
I do wish I knew how many cards they had in their hand.
Uh,
Is um
it looks. I can't tell. It's gotta
yeah.
be like three. As we ink another fox.
Ooh.
Very interesting on the ink of the fox. You're gonna just slam
Oh, there
one.
we go. Two.
This might be spelling some more dock situation here, as you're just probably trying
Hmm.
to get some more value because fox bounce goat. Not even trade. I don't know if that's good either. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Um, and then you can play the Chernobog as well. Let's see. He's trying to Zeus.
Another
Look at
Zeus.
that. Double dipping. So he was kind of bricked outrageous, it seems, as
Hmm.
we are going to play Zeus. Zeus is going to pop the. We're going to go after
Yep.
the Smee. Okay. And now it looks like we are going into a 6 ink turn. So if you are trying to shift that tank, now you have full retail value. You can pay for it and pop that Chernobog and really, really get active on this board. And there she is. The
Oh, yep.
Tinkerbell, the giant fairy has splashed in. And
And
now she's going to represent a serious menace onto the board as you drop to 2. You're going to need some docking here. Space docking coast to coast. Here it is. I don't know. Lawrence and Doc. There he is. So that's
yeah,
a good
there we
snapback.
go. All right.
That's.
And you got to be missing those Zeus's now. But at
Yeah.
the same time, you can't. I mean, even if you quest with Tinkerbell now, Ryan has the answers for Tinkerbell, so that feels pretty good. But
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine you just Diego. No, he does.
He's got a
Okay, he's
Zeus as
Zeus's.
well.
So yep. So you just be patient. You don't have to quest with Tinkerbell because you can just wait till they quest and control the board and quest with your other characters. So this is Diego is in a great place right now.
Yeah.
So
That's tough. That's tough. Tinkerbell is quite strong. You have this solo Doc who, after getting rid of that Lawrence, he's looking a little feeble now. You're gonna need some serious activity here. You've used 2 Zeuses already. I'm not sure if you're playing a third. I have seen some decks
hmm
play up to 4 Zeuses.
yep. So and one thing to note too is Ryan's already down 2 foxes and a snake. So we're not probably it's low likelihood we're going to be seeing some bounce dock shenanigans, which feels bad. But he still does have what 3 snakes and 2 foxes, so he still has 5 bounces left. So we might see it, and that'd be a great way to come back. Really good potential there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I think that's so rough. That's so rough. You just have to go back over some of these plays. I'm sure Ryan's going to look back at this footage and see a lot of plays they could have taken back and made a little different, just based on the way that this match may shake out. It's still a long way from over, and I think even if you might be able to clear this Tinkerbell in some form or fashion,
Hmm.
and you're kind of right back into it, so it's not over. The lore is not out of hand, but you gotta just really, really analyze some of the things that happen here and grow from it. It's a long tournament. It's still it's still
Oh
round
yeah.
number 1, so it's never going to be over. But that's just something that
Uh-oh.
I think that's a great point. I don't even know if you can quest this Tinkerbell here. Maybe you can because Ryan has not deployed any of his own crabs yet, and his Tinkerbell is
Mm-hmm.
kind of really, really carrying the water for you. So you're just gonna leave that bad girl
Oh.
readied and toss it on over. It seems.
And it looks like just quest the rabbit and pass, yeah. And I think it's a perfectly good decision. You just leave the Tinkerbell and you quest with your other characters. Like you're in no ooh,
Mm.
that's rough. Well, there goodbye Tinkerbell. Like
Yeah.
that's not what you wanted to see.
But
So
but you are going to get a you're going to
um
get a, you're going to get a card out of it. You're going to get Smee and you're going to
mhm,
put some healthy damage onto this Elsa, perhaps.
mhm.
So that's not unless you have another. I think that's all your ink though. So you will be able to exert the Tinkerbell. You could take it down, put 4 onto the Elsa, and vibrate here and hope for some bounce. Maybe you can get this dog back to your hand next turn. But now you have that threat of Tinkerbell off the play, so that's pretty cool.
I want really interest.
Maybe okay.
Well then.
Maybe you're trying to set up for another strength play. If you can get some more characters,
Oh,
perhaps. Oh, you got strength of your own. So
Yep.
Rabbit seeing strength, and then Tinkerbell will continue to quest now because you feel a
Mm.
little bit more confident. Maybe, or you setting up a crab play here. Crab on Elsa could be a vibe. Crab on Elsa, and it will be Crab on
Yep.
Elsa to take down the Tinkerbell.
All right.
That was very interesting that you quested last time, but you didn't quest the first time, and then you quested this time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think you could have stayed with that same disciplined approach, kept that Tinkerbell readied, and then provided it another. Just gave that problem right back to your opponent, and continued to manage their board a little bit. But I guess you need that too, Lore. So now it looks like Ryan is kind of crawling back into the driver's seat a bit now that Tinkerbell is cleared. You have this threatening goat up. You have one evasive character in the form of Elsa. So this is becoming a game. This is a great match to
Yep.
start this tournament off with. Oh my goodness, they're playing.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
And it looks like they're both top decking now as well. So
I love it.
um
A nice little struggle fest. I'm all about it, dude.
oh yeah.
And now you have to,
Another strength.
and you got to be super careful with what you exert because you can't. Oh, he plays a strength, gets rid of the Elsa,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have the crab is up.
Oh
Look
boy.
at this Gantu. Holy moly, look at this Gantu.
Mm-hmm. That is nasty.
And we will take out the goat and we'll quest for 2 here, just trying to catch up. This Gantu is
Mm-hmm.
humongous, dude. Dang.
Rabbit is good. Rabbit's a great card right now. Smee. All right, you have an answer for the Gantu now, a really good one. So that is a really great card to see.
But
Let's
it
see.
still will trade though, and you can go for 6
Yes.
here, and you got your own Smee. So I think you can just go for 6 if you felt so inclined.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 9. Yeah, I think, yeah, you just race him because he has to answer you.
He's got
So,
to, unless
yep.
he gets to a. I don't know if a goat would do anything. There's not no bounce because you
No.
are top decking, so you do have to clear in, and then you can quest again, a hardy quest next turn, and put this thing.
Crab or Fox. Yeah. Crab or Fox would be great because you could trade with Rabbit and draw. Or
Oh
Fox,
yeah,
of course, bouncing the Rabbit. And Rabbit takes out, sure, a Diablo. Fox takes out Gantu. Smee takes out Doc. And then you quest with, no. Yeah, you quest with the other Rabbit. So that feels pretty good. But, yeah, he's already inked 2 Foxes as well, though. So, really low opportunities to be seeing those other 2 Foxes at this point. So,
it's a struggle. This is something to think about as this turn is going to be super. We got another strength.
ooh,
Look at
yes,
that.
that is nice.
That was a really good strength, man. And then we're
Mhm.
going to go ahead and take your play. We'll trade up some rabbits just to get some draw effects in. We'll send
Mhm.
another rabbit in, and we'll go ahead and finish off the Gantu, get some draws in the process. Still got some ink to work with as we'll go ahead and play the Calhoun. Look at this comeback. I like
Nice.
this. And we will
Taking
take
to the dock. Yep.
just to prevent some bouncing. So now the onus is going to be back on you to show your crab off the top. You are in a top decking situation. It looks like crab. It got the crab. Look
Oh
at that.
my goodness.
Holy
Oh
mo-
my goodness.
Holy
Oh,
moly. Got
what
to
a
the
top deck.
Look at that. You get another
Oh,
card, but that card can't be played. It's just going to pass back on over. So now we got the Calhoun. We get the Genie. Look at this, dude.
ooh.
So shot for shot. I don't know if you can exert this Calhoun. I really don't think you can. I just don't know if
Ooh.
it's possible. I mean, you could, but it's going to be risky as you're going to play the Pete. And now you feel freely go ahead and exert this Calhoun, pass it on over. 2 in hand, sitting at 13. Do you believe in miracles? Oh my goodness, what a
15,
freaking
16,
match.
17. Yes, it is. Holy crap. Oh man. And
And we
he's
got
on 5 ink, I think.
yeah,
6 maybe,
I,
5 or 6.
I think he's trapped.
So
He's been trapped at 5 since that Elsa turn. He hasn't inked since.
okay.
And it looks like we got 2 in hand. It's trying to probably come up with a way. We're going to quest here. Go 16.
Seeing a snake, all right. And then just play it down. Yeah.
Hey, Pete.
Pete,
Oh, a
okay.
little
Pete's a good one.
transfiguration there. We'll play the Pete.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So he needs to see
Oh,
that. Ugh.
Yeah, this one
That's
that might
that's
that might
rough.
do it right there. I don't think he can come back from
Yep.
that one, especially with this genie. You got no evasive characters, and then Calhoun will go and quest for 17. So this is
Mhm.
game on board unless you can get to a goat situation right now with another. You don't have any more bounce in your hand either, so I think that might have gotten it
Yep.
done.
Because
Unless,
he doesn't even have 6 ink if he
yeah,
had goat snake. So
whoo. So
show us
GG.
what you had. Oh, he's not gonna do it.
He's not gonna
Oh,
show it. He's not gonna show it. He's gonna take it to the grave. He's gonna take it to the grave, man. And GG's all around to both players. That was an incredible match to start this tournament off. I would say
it
round number
was.
one.
Yes.
You could tell these players are very skilled and they know what's going down. Their decks are built in a competent and capable manner. So you love to see it. As it looks like that is going to be a dub for Diego Saz. And I had Saz Red up there for a long time because someone sent me Saz Red. All right, all right, all right. As the players are getting there shuffling in, it looks like we're also going to have some interviews as well. So we'll be able to speak to the players and pick their brains, or at least the player that won for sure. I'm talking to production right now. I think you guys can hear production too whenever they come in. Uh, you guys can hear them. Okay, okay, okay. And I'll come back to the chat as well. So Myers, thoughts on that match? Thoughts? Kicking over to you.
Oh, yeah, that was a wild game 3. That game 3 was so much different than game 1, and that was awesome. What a great way to start our day to begin with. We got to see some spice. We saw Rabbit and Doc in the same list, and then on top of that, he was also running Zeus and Bell. We saw Bell when he flipped his deck over. The bottom card on the deck was a
Mhm.
Bell. So just a lot of different things in there that I'm curious what the numbers were on the rabbits and the docks and the bells, because things are getting really tight at that point. We kind of talked about before the stream how purple kind of runs like the same 45-ish cards in their
Mhm.
list. So what kind of things was he cutting to make room for that? Probably no genies, I would assume,
Mhm.
if you're running, Doc and Rabbit. But so really interesting list on his side, and just an what a great way to start the day, being best of 3, not red blue,
Let's go.
so
Let's go.
but no, it was awesome. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I thought, like saying, I'm just echoing everything you said. I thought it was an incredible match. I thought they played well. There were some bending moments there, and not breaking moments to the point where you're just completely throwing games. But you could tell that there was maybe there's some stress. This is game number one. It takes a little bit of time, at least for me when I'm playing, some time to kind of warm up the engines a little bit. Maybe you can. And that's this game. Sometimes you're gonna brick.
Like,
Sometimes you're gonna misplay. Sometimes
Diego's
things are gonna
here.
work. Diego is in the building. Okay, so production is letting us know that we got Diego is here, and we're going to talk to the winner of round number one. Diego, how's it feeling? How you looking? How you loving it? You got
Hello,
purple steel,
hello.
and you're on your way. I thought you played incredibly well, and we really like the deck.
Thank
So,
you.
just what does purple steel mean to you? Why are you bringing purple steel to the GTA? I know this game is important. I know this tournament is important. People want these bragging rights to take over Toronto. So, talk about your purple steel and talk about what that round one win means.
Yeah, purple steel. It's a color combo that no one expects me to play around here too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm known more to play in green decks, or even most recently blue green. I've been playing amber green, even green purple. So purple steel is a bit of a surprise. Even my opponent was like, "Oh, I did not put you on purple steel at all." So it's fun to do the mirror. It's a deck I've been playing a lot, and I feel like it's really strong in this meta that we're in. Zeus can take out a lot of cards like Maui Shark, and just a bunch of other big cost cards. And yeah, my purple steel deck's a little different. I think you saw that there's Tinkerbells. Not everybody's
Mm-hmm.
on Tinkerbells. I'm not playing Doc either. Um, so it's just kind of like more of a mid-rangey deck. A lot of card draw in there, and yeah, it worked out.
Absolutely. We did see that. We noticed you had a lot of evasive characters in there. You had the evasive Tinkerbell, you had the evasive Genie, you had the Shift Tinkerbell, and that kind of just ran away with game number one. But in game number two, we saw some interesting things happen. Can you talk about what went wrong in game number two and how that match performed for you?
Yeah, game two. I think I Strength of a Raging Fire,
Mm,
their Pete,
Hmm.
instead of Rabbit. So Rabbit was able to sing Zeus. And that was just mainly because I didn't want Pete I was putting them on more of a Strength of Raging Fire.
Mhm.
So P would be able to sing that and take out something. And then if I thought like Rabbit still lives, I can take it out with Fox on the next turn and have my Fox stick around. But they were able to sing too many songs, and that took me out. Going first, obviously, in the mirror is just it's just better.
It seems so strong. You had a strong start, but that we did make a comment on that play. I'm like, I'm sure when that Zeus came down, I'm sure you were absolutely kicking yourself. But still, I mean, you came out, you were able to stay strong and get to the dub. Mario, you got any questions you want for the winner, Diego here?
No, I don't think I have any questions. It was one thing we were talking about on the cast is that you dominate, like you completely owned game one. Like it was all your game. You got all those evasives down. So you didn't even get the opportunity to see the fact that he was running Rabbit or Zeus in game one. So that I'm sure that was kind of something that, impacted that play of and then when you saw, like, I don't even know if you'd seen Doc yet. So you didn't really see half of what he was running. So I'm sure that played an impact as well. You can only play around what you know, that kind of thing. So
Okay.
it was great. Like it was awesome. It was an amazing way to start the stream off. So
No, absolutely. We had a good time watching it, man. And we're gonna wish you the best of luck to go on, and maybe we'll get you back into the stream again to see if you can continue to reign. Winning round one in these Swiss events super important.
Hopefully.
you already got it going. So thank you for that. But before you go, is there any shout outs you want to give to yourself or to your team or to whatever for this event?
Yeah, just shout out to ETB for running this and Ryan, who organized the league and invited us all to play here. And then shout out to my team, Team Luxury, wearing a shirt here. So that's it. And yeah, looking forward to the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you go, man. Get some hydration, get some food, stay fueled, stay locked in, and hopefully we'll see you into the finals. Congratulations again for your victory, man, and keep rocking and rolling with it.
Great. Thanks a lot.
All right. Peace. That was your round one winner. That was Diego coming out playing that purple steel. I think that deck is super duper strong for set 6. And it only got, like, towards the end, it became like super duper OP. It's got a great matchup into, especially when you're playing all those Zeus's and whatnot. It's got a great matchup into that DKP deck that kind of came in at the end as well. It can play that deck. It's not the best, but it probably has, in my opinion, the best matchup versus that deck specifically. And that deck's all over the field now too. So I love to see it. I love the choice. I love the choice.
Yep. No, I completely agree. I think that purple steel with Zeus right now, Rabbits and Zeus, is such an amazing matchup into that red blue burn. Just being able to answer the Maui Sharks. You have the reach from Goats and Rose. If he's probably not running Roses where he has Tinkerbell, but still the reach from the Goats, like, I think it's a phenomenal matchup for him. And then just Pete in general is a worst nightmare for that version of red blue. So to be able to lock them out with Pete's if he wanted to, just a lot of answers in that list for sure.
Absolutely. 100%. So that is round number 1. I believe we should be having round number 2 come in just a little while. We'll stay here and yak it up with the chat on both sides. Again, guys, make sure that you are supporting all the streams. There is a stream on YouTube as well. Go check out Myers Madness on YouTube. And while you're there, make sure you guys are leaving him a subscription. He makes incredible content for Lorcana. He puts out videos very frequently, and a lot of them talk about Amber Steel. But you know what I'm saying? It's still good. It's still good stuff. So guys, get over there and support him. He's got the YouTube stream as well. Also, check me out on Twitch here. Make sure you keep both of these things open so we can get these algorithmic numbers going. No big deal. You guys know the vibe. And then also check out the TikTok. Into the Battlefield. If you like to stream on TikTok, go ahead and support the TikTok stream as well. So all three streams are open at the same time as we're going to be on our way, locked in. As soon as production tells us we have another match coming in, we can get that going. As we got.
All right. So now that you got to experience the whole wonderful Twitch notifications when you thought that you turned them all off, how did that feel for you?
It's a powerless feeling. Okay, it's kind of like being trapped underwater. Okay, and you want to be able to breathe. Okay, you want those things to stop as soon as possible. Luckily for me, they didn't go on for multiple minutes. It was just a one-off thing. It's a one-off
that
thing.
was.
So it was a quick
Oh,
in and
man.
out, and it was good.
hmm
As we got Cheese Whiz Jones is in the chat. Cheese Whiz Jones is by far my favorite Twitch name now. I got Cheese Whiz. I do a Cheese Whiz Jones impersonation. I'm not going to do it right now, but there's someone whose name is Cheese Whiz Jones. I'm the Cheese Whiz. That's my WWE impersonation. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna hang out. Do we need a break? Do you need to take a break, or do you want to just kind of kick it and wait?
I'm game to take a quick restroom break. Check
Okay.
on the wife real quick.
All right, let's
Sounds
do it.
like she just got home from work, so
All right.
I will be back momentarily.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked. This is ETB MTA round number 1 is in the bag. We're coming back in for round number 2. So stay tuned. Don't leave. Come back if you do leave. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back.